Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Enjoy a daytime lunch, evening supper, or weekend meal at West Main Pizza in Ada. They're more than just pizza. You'll also enjoy the taste of pasta dishes, calzones, wraps, subs, nachos, super nachos, tacos, salads, chicken wings, and more. You can dine in or carry out. Call 218-784-3700. Remember to join their text club and like on Facebook for additional specials. They're open daily at West Main Pizza in Ada.
New equipment, 5 model 2023 Gleaner Combines are on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Contact Chuck or Neil to get on the list of names for fall demo work. Call 218-784-2961 and get your farm on the list so Gleaner Combines demonstrations can take place during harvest on your farm. These are Class 7 and Class 8 Gleaner Combines. Now here at Ziegler Ag Equipment Ada, it's cleaner with Gleaner. Talk to Chuck or Neil for more details. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
1-2, swung on and miss. Fuchs coming in right side, Sip. Goes down to the slide and gets it. Nelson's going to take off on the pitch. Switches a called strike 3. Anderson. West Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
1-2. Swung on and missed. Fuchs coming in right side. Sip. It goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike 3. Anderson.
Wes Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
If you can zoom in sometimes, that would be okay. Like if they're having a meeting at the mound or something like that.
Two, swung on and miss. Fuchs
coming in right side, Sip goes down to the slide and gets it.
Nelson's going to take off on the pitch, which is a called strike three. Anderson.
West Marshall pitches a ground ball through the infield on the left side. One will score. They're going to wave a second runner around. Throw will come to the plate. It is not in time.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And a pleasant good afternoon from Tony Seib Field in Ada, where the Ada-Borup-West Cougars are about to open their home baseball season as they take on the Titans from Norman County East, Ulen-Hitterdal. How you doing, everyone? I'm Joe Lancello. Thanks for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. Both teams starting the season pretty well. Norman County East, Ulen-Hitterdal with a 3-1 record on the year. They're coming off a victory yesterday over over the Northern Freeze. While Ada-Borup-West is 2-2 on the year, the Cougars have won their last two games, including Friday when they defeated Badger Greenbush Middle River by a score of 14-1. That game was played at Greenbush. And time now for our pregame show, which is brought to you by Bitger Inc. When you need tire repairs, call Troy the Tire Guy at Bitger Inc. 218-456-7467. They have tires for all their farm equipment and trucks. When you need tire repair, call Bitger Inc. or bring the tires to their shop between Ada and Halstead. They also have tires for all passenger vehicles. When you need tires or tire repair, call Bitger Inc. at 218-456-7467. A couple of pitchers who have started the season quite well will be on the mound today for Ada-Borup-West. That'll be Baron Otten. No wins or losses, but an earned run average of 0.78. For Norman County East Ulen-Hitterdal, Reed Clementson, 1-0 on the year with an earned run average of 0. We will hear from both of the coaches, Mark Hemberger of Norman County East Ulen-Hitterdal and Mike Erickson from Ada-Borup-West when we return after this 2-minute break on YourLiveEvent.com.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
The Ada-Borup-West School is committed to excellence. The Ada-Borup-West School continually looks to offer expanded educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students of various ages for career opportunities. You can learn more of these educational opportunities for your children when you contact the Ada-Borup-West School at 218-784-5300 or visit the school website, ada.k12.mn.us. You're invited and encouraged to be involved at Ada-Borup-West Schools for education, fine arts, and athletics.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband, voice, TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome back to YourLiveEvent.com, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars home opener as they take on Norman County East Ulen-Hitterdal. Mike Erickson, the coach of the Cougars, joins me now, and now you're on a 2-game winning streak with a couple of big scores, especially going to Badger Greenbush Middle River on Friday and winning 14-1. Talk about that game.
Yeah, we played pretty well there. We maybe would have liked to throw more strikes, played a little better defensively, but we did get some guys going at the plate. Some guys have been kind of slumping along, so hopefully that can carry over to this game. We're getting a couple different looks here at some guys in this game. A little different starting lineup, but it's early on. I got to see what guys have, and those guys will get another chance here too. So.
Austin McCraven had a chance to pitch on Friday and got the win. Talk about his performance.
Yeah, he threw well. It was kind of a bend and not break type of performance. He gave up 6 hits and 5 walks, which is a lot of runners, but only gave up the 1 run. So he was able to work out through a lot of those innings. And like I said, I think Austin would have liked to throw in more strikes, and he's going to get there. He's a competitor, but it's kind of those early season shaking off the rust things. So he said he's feeling good. He might be a relief option today. We got Bear Nodden starting.
And Austin's been swinging a nice bat too.
Yes, 5 RBIs against Fertile, and a couple more hits there up in Greenbush. So yeah, he's our leading offensive statistical guy. So yeah, hopefully he can keep tearing it up.
You mentioned Bear Nodden is going to start today. Had 2 starts. Statistically looks well. The only thing missing is a W.
Yeah, no decision in both of those. We either relinquished his lead or we came back and tied it against Boston to have him avoid the loss. But yeah, statistically he looks great. He's throwing a ton of strikes. So yeah, hopefully we can get him in the win column today.
What kind of pitches does he throw?
I've kind of drawn some inspiration from the World Baseball Classic with him, and he's Japanese, if you will. He's throwing fastball and curveball and splitter. So he's been working on that splitter the last couple years, and really that's come along quite a bit. And the big thing for him is that he can throw all those pitches for strikes, so he can keep those batters off balance.
All right, we'll see what happens today. Best of luck in the home opener.
All right, thanks.
Mike Erickson, coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, will return with our pregame show after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us, and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
One size does not fit all. As a small business employer, you have many great benefit options. Hello, Angela here with the IRE Insurance Benefits Connect team. We know shopping for employee insurance benefits can be a confusing and intimidating task for employers. Not to mention one more thing on your plate. Let IRE Insurance Benefits Connect guide you through the process. We take a unique approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more, go to ireinsurance.com.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position; CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you; Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position; and RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Welcome back to our pregame show as Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall takes on Ada-Borup-West. Mark Himberger is the coach of the Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall Titans, and you're coming off a victory yesterday over the Northern Freeze. Talk about that game.
Yeah, it was a good win for us. We ended up the week before we played a doubleheader with Sacred Heart and KCC and got a split there. So we're looking, to bounce back from that. We lost to Sacred Heart 7-0. So we wanted to come back and, hit the ball a little bit better. And we did that. We didn't strike out as often, which is always a good thing for us. If we can get our guys on base, we're dangerous when we can get guys on base and steal and that kind of stuff. We can be pretty tough. So, yeah, it was a good way to start the week. Aiden Flayton threw for us and pitched really well for, 5 1/3, I believe he threw, or maybe 6 1/3, and did a great job for us. We're really happy with that.
Who's been hitting well for you so far?
Oh, we've had a couple guys that have been hitting the ball. Aiden Flayton's been hitting well. Reed's kind of coming around a little bit. We've had a little bit of trouble with against Sacred Heart. It's going to happen. I mean, they have a really tough starter. We've had a little trouble with striking a little bit too much. So if we can fix that, we'll be pretty dangerous. But yeah, those guys for sure have been hitting the ball well for us.
Reed Clementson is going to pitch today for you. Tell me a little bit about him and what he throws.
He throws hard. He's been doing a good job for us this year. I think he's thrown 9 innings so far. He's very confident up in the mound, and that's what you need. I mean, when you're facing some of the better teams in the conference like we are today with Ada, you have to go in there with a lot of confidence, throw a lot of strikes. We have a good defense. If we can have them put the ball in play and we can make plays for Reed, and he has that confidence to do that, he can strike guys out too, obviously. But we want him throwing strikes, let them hit the ball, and we'll play some defense behind him.
Seems like you've covered the important things for your team today. Best of luck.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Mark Clementson. Mark Himberger, the coach of the Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall Titans. We'll be back with the starting lineups after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Joe Lancello back with you from Tony Sipe Field in Ada. And time now for a look at our starting lineups. Brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment. There's a price reduction on a 35-foot Versatile Fury at Ziegler Ag Equipment on Highway 9 North in Ada. Was priced at $129,000, now $20,000 less. The price for this 35-foot Versatile Fury is now $109,000. This Versatile Fury comes with notched blades and rolling baskets. Talk to Chuck or Neil and get this 35-foot Versatile Fury working in your fields. It's field ready and available from Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North in Ada. Call 218-784-2961. Starting first for Mark Hemberger's Norman County East Ulen Hitterdall Titans with a record of 3-1. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Drew Jacobson. Batting second at first base, Aiden Flayton. Hitting third, the pitcher, Reed Clementson. Hitting cleanup for the Titans, the right fielder, Riker Ellingworth. Hitting fifth at third base, Ian Jacobson. Batting sixth in center field, Zach Juarez. Hitting seventh, the left fielder, Cade Bentley. Batting eighth at second base, Will Jurek. And batting ninth, the catcher, Soren Baki. Drew Jacobson, Flayton, and Clementson. Ellingworth, Ian Jacobson, and Juarez. Bentley, Jurek, and Baki. Pitching for the Titans, Reed Clementson, 1-0 on the year with an earned run average of 0. Now for the Cougars of Ada-Borup-West, leading off and playing shortstop will be Brennan Fetting. Batting second in center field, Cameron Spaeth. Hitting third, the right fielder, Austin McCraven. Hitting cleanup at third base, Ames Facino. Batting fifth, the pitcher, Baron Otten. Hitting sixth at first base, Kenan Anderson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Wyatt Larson, and he'll be batting for the left fielder, Trent Sipp. Batting eighth at second base for the Cougars, Casper Kritzberger. And batting ninth, the catcher, his brother, Lance Kritzberger. Mike Erickson, the coach of the Cougars, 2-2 on the year, and they've won their last 2 games. And that's our starting lineup brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment. We are coming to you from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth here at Tony Seib Field. Visit with Laura Tweeten in Ada or Ulen to plan for retirement and for college saving plans and more. And this is the second game in as many days for Norman County East Ulen Hitterdall. They defeated the Northern Freeze yesterday, and coincidentally, it'll be Ada-Borup-West taking on the Northern Freeze on Thursday here. That is a 2 o'clock start, by the way. And we'll have that game for you on KRJB FM 106.5 coming up on Thursday. And time now to take a look at our field conditions, brought to you by Dave Dahl at D&D Mowing. As you can see, quite a bit of green out there. And I didn't see a single can of spray paint being used, so it looks like the field is getting into the kind of shape that you want it to be in. Few raw patches out there, but I think with a little seeding and a little water, not a lot, but a little, it'll be just fine. That's your field conditions from Dave Dahl at D&D Mowing. You can keep your lawn in good condition by calling Dave Dahl at 218-556-2116. Thatching and bagging this spring, regular cutting through summer, and bagging of leaves in the fall. Dave Dahl will handle it all, whether big or small. Just remember, call Dave Dahl and D&D Mowing at 218-556-2116. 61 degrees as we prepare to get underway here at Tony Seib Field in Ada. Plenty of sunshine. We've also got a bit of a wind. It's from the north-northwest at 15 miles an hour, making it feel like it's 59 degrees. So with the wind coming from the north, if my calculations are correct, it would be blowing out to left field here. And that can be a tempting target for any right-handed hitter because it's 319 down the line. But then here at Tony Seib Field, the field veers out very quickly. The deepest part of the field is the left field power alley at 364.
And then in center field, 341. And then in the right field power alley, it's 347. And the shortest part of the ballpark, the right field foul line, 305. 305 feet from home plate. And right-hander Baron Otten is taking his warm-up pitches now for Ada-Borup-West. Otten, no wins or losses. This is his third game of the season. They've all been starts. He's worked 9 innings total. He's given up 4 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. He's walked 2, struck out 13. Earned run average of 0.78. As Drew Jacobson, the shortstop, swings to the first pitch, grounds it. Nice play by the shortstop, and the throw to first in time for the out. Well played by Brennan Fetting. So we very quickly have 1 up and 1 down for Norman County East Julian Hitterdall. And batting second will be the first baseman, Aiden Flayton, number 8. Stands tall in the right-hand batter's box. Looks at a fastball outside for ball 1. Lance Kritzberger behind the plate. Here's a swing and a pop out of here to the right. Seeing the cars there, it always makes me kind of cringe a little bit because I was also the victim of a foul ball that broke a window. Swing and a miss, or check that, a foul at the plate. And 1-2 now. The count to Aiden Flayton, who's hitting 4 of 14 on the season so far. No homers, 2 RBI. Here's a swing and a fly ball to the left side, going into foul territory. It will stay a foul ball. And it's 1-2. Still on Flayton with pitcher Reed Clementson on deck for the Titans. Just underway here in the top of the first inning. Beautiful Tuesday afternoon here in western Minnesota. Auden, the tall right-hander, stands in looking for the sign. The 1-2. Fouled out of here. And the count holds at 1-2. One, two again. This is popped up straight back over and out of here. And the count holds at 1-2 to Aiden Flayton, the first baseman for Norman County East Julian Hitterdall. Lance Kritzberger is behind the plate. 1-2 again. Veered low and away, 2-2. Cannon Anderson's at first base. Casper Kritzberger at second. Brennan Fetting at short and Ames Facino at third. And strike 3 called. And the ball apparently was dropped, and Flayton trying to avoid being tagged, but he couldn't. 2 up and 2 down for the Titans in the top of the first. Still no score. Brings up Reed Clementson, the pitcher. Auden shook off one side, now time called. Clementson 4 for 12 on the season. No home runs or runs batted in. He's got a double, which is the only extra base hit for the Titans so far this season. That one broke down and away, ball 1. Clementson, though, has scored 6 runs, so he's been able to get on base. And his teammates able to move him around. One 1-0 pitch. Veered away again, 2-0. Cougar outfield from left to right. Trent Zip. And here's swinging a fly ball into left center field, and coming on, making a nice diving catch was Cameron Spaeth. And that will retire Norman County East Julian Hitterdall in the top of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left after a half inning on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard. It's Norman County East Julian Hitterdall nothing. Ada-Borup-West coming to bat on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if Auto Owners makes sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Ada-Borup-West Cougars looking for their first at bat here against Norman County East Julian Hitterdall and right-hander Reed Clementson. He's 1-0 on the year. This will be his third game of the season, all starts. He's pitched a total of 9 innings, allowed only 1 hit. He has allowed 2 runs, but none of them have been earned. He's walked 8 and struck out 14. That's over 9 innings of pitching. Cougars looking for their third consecutive win. Coming off wins last Thursday and Friday at Fertile Beltrami and at Badger Greenbush Middle River. That Friday game was actually moved up north because the field here wasn't quite ready yet. So the Cougars come to bat with shortstop Brennan Fetting leading things off. Batting 5 for 17 so far in the season. No homers, 1 run batted in, and he's got 2 doubles. Stands in against the right-hander Clementson. Fastball outside, ball 1. Coach Mark Hamburger saying in our pregame show that Clementson throws hard. Swung on, grounded. The shortstop waited to field that, throws, and got the out just in time. Drew Jacobson might have waited a little bit too long. There is the cliche in baseball that you play the ball, you don't let the ball play you. And it seemed that Jacobson waited a bit for that ball, but he was able to get it and get a throw just in time to retire Fetting for the first out. And the bottom of the first. And there's a fastball in for a strike to center fielder Cameron Spaeth. Spaeth 4 for 12 on the season with 1 double. No home runs, but he leads the team with 7 runs batted in. Pitch missing low, 1-1. Spaeth in a bit of a crouch. Clemenson's 1-1. Fastball skips away. 2-1. Soren Bakke is the catcher for the Titans this afternoon. Aiden Flayton at first base. Will Jerick at second. Swinging a foul out of here. The count evens 2-2. Drew Jacobson at shortstop and Ian Jacobson at third base. Clementson looks in the 2-2. Fastball low, 3-2. The Titans outfield from left to right, Cade Bentley, Zach Juarez, and Riker Ellingworth. Payoff pitch. Swung on, hit hard to the shortstop. Nice stop. And a throw to first in time for out number 2. Drew Jacobson handling the hard hit ball very well. And a good arm. That's 2 up and 2 down for the Cougars in the bottom of the first inning. Still no score. Brings up the right fielder, Austin McCraven. He's off to a nice start. 6 for 13 on the year. No home runs, 6 runs batted in. He has 1 triple. Tall lefty batter against Clementson. Fastball high and outside, ball 1. Norman County East Hewlett hit it all 3-1 coming into today. There's a strike. Count evens 1-1. Fastball high, 2-1. Clementson, as advertised, throws hard. 2-1. That caught the outside corner, 2-2. I actually had a chance to talk to Reed Clementson yesterday on the Hewlett Hit It All School News. That's on KRJB Radio, 106.5 FM. Fastball missing inside. The count goes full 3-2. Reed was talking about his trip last week to the state FFA convention. 3-2 pitch. Inside, ball 4. First walk, the ball also getting away from the catcher. So McCraven, the runner at first with 2 away, brings up third baseman Ames Facino. 2 for 10 on the season, no home runs, 3 runs batted in. Ames also does some catching for the Cougars. He did that on Thursday when Lance Kritzberger, who was is catching today, has a throw to first and McCraven gets back. Lance Kritzberger was pitching the other day against Fredo Beltrami, and Facino was doing the catching. Pitch high, 1-0. Facino back in the right-hand batter's box. Clementson will throw to first again as McCraven was getting a pretty good lead, but he got back safely. No score, bottom of the first, 2 out. Swinging a fly ball to left field. Or no, take that back. That one didn't go as far as it sounded. It was caught by the shortstop, Drew Jacobson, to end the inning. For the Cougars in the first, no runs, no hits, 1 walk. No errors and 1 runner left. After 1 on the Lakes Community Cooperative scoreboard, Cougars nothing, Titans nothing. We'll be back in a minute on YourLiveEvent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
We go to the top of the second. No score between Ada-Borup-West and Norman County East Julian Hitterdall. As the Titans come to bat. In the top of the second inning, their 4, 5, and 6 hitters coming up. Riker Ellingworth, the right fielder, stands in. He's 1 for 11 on the season, no home runs, 1 run batted in. Looks at a fastball, just missed, ball 1. Baron Auden on the hill for the Cougars. At side 2-0. Ellingworth to be followed by Ian Jacobson and Zach Juarez. 2-0. Just missing outside 3-0. Titans looking for their first runner of the day here in the top of the second. 3-0's in for a strike, 3-1. Cougars outfield straight away. And a swing and a miss, 3-2. Hudden had 1 strikeout in the opening inning. That's high, ball 4. And Norman County East Julian Hitterdall with their first base runner of the day. And this brings up third baseman Ian Jacobson. 2 for 10 on the season, no homers, 2 runs batted in. Ian's a sophomore. Throw to first, and Ellingworth back in safely. Righty against righty. And the first pitch is ball 1. Swinging a ground ball through the hole to the left side for a base hit. Ellingworth will stop at second. First base hit of the day for Norman County East Julian Hitterdall. And the Titans with a threat here on the top of the second. Runners at first and second with nobody out. Zach Juarez, the center fielder, stands in. 1 for 13 on the season. No home runs and 4 runs batted in. Auden a look at second. Curve missing high, ball 1. Cougars not holding with Ian Jacobson, the runner at first. Swung on, hit foul to the left side. Count evens 1-1. There is quite a bit of room behind in foul territory down the sides, and especially on the left field side. And a lot of room behind home plate, but that narrows as you get beyond first base to the right field side. And the 1-1 pitch misses inside 2-1. Ellingworth at second, Ian Jacobson at first. Titans threatening in the top of the second, trying to break up a scoreless game. Just missing at the knees, 3-1. Low and away, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Second walk allowed by Auden this inning. Puts Ellingworth at third, Ian Jacobson at second, Juarez at first. Brings up left fielder Cade Bentley. He is 3 for 10 on the year, no homers, 2 runs batted in. He looks at strike one. Anderson at first on the edge of the grass. Swing and a miss 0-2. Auden quickly getting ahead of Bentley. Second baseman Will Jurek on deck for Norman County East Julian Heyerdahl. Bases loaded, nobody out here, top of the second. Swing, slowly hit ground ball to short. Throw to second will not be in time. One run will score and a second run will score. So runners at first and second. That will go as a fielder's choice for Bentley, as the Cougars were trying to get the out at second. But the throw to second base was not in time, and that allowed Ian Jacobson to keep running. Good hustle by him to score the second run. Zach Juarez holding at second. And Bentley with 2 runs batted in on a fielder's choice. And Coach Mike Erickson with a moment there to talk to his team. That timeout brought to you by Freedom Fuel and Ada. Try the pet wash or the car wash from the fastest pumps in town. And a foul for strike one on Will Jurek, the second baseman. Still nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Titans, and they're up 2-0. Curve, miss. Here's a runners, both runners going, and safe at third. So a double steal pulled off by the Titans. Juarez now at third and Bentley at second with nobody out. And Cougars coach Mike Harrison talking to the home plate umpire. Maybe trying to make the argument that the batter was interfering with Lance Kritzberger's attempted throw to third. No satisfaction there. Pitch to Jurek. Strike called on the outside corner, 1-2. 2-0 Titans here on the top of the second. And strike three called. That's the first out of the inning. The second strikeout for Baron Auden. Brings up the catcher, Soren Baki. 2 for 8 on the season, no home runs, 1 run batted in. Swing and a grounder foul. Strike one. Titans have taken advantage of 2 walks, a single, and a fielder's choice. The infield is in now. Here's a swing and a pop up to the right side. Caught by the first baseman, by Ken Anderson. That's out number 2. Juarez bluffed to try to go home, but he regained his senses and held where he is. That's 2 down now for Norman County East Julian Heyerdahl. Brings the top of the order in shortstop Drew Jacobson. Grounded to short his first time up. Curve in for a strike, 0-1. Juarez at third, Bentley at second with 2 down. Just outside 1-1. Titans with 2 runs this inning. They'd like to add to that. 1-1 chop, foul. 1-2. First baseman Aiden Flayton on deck for Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall. Auden shakes off two signs. Now finds one he likes. Swung on. That hit the base runner. So the ball is dead. That will count as a single for Jacobson. And Bentley is out. Call that 6 unassisted. Base runner can't be hit by a battered ball. But Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall in the second scored twice on one hit plus 2 walks. No errors, 2 runners left on base. After an inning and a half on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall 2, Ada-Borup-West nothing. We'll be back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Enjoy a daytime lunch, evening supper, or weekend meal at West Main Pizza in Ada. They're more than just pizza. You'll also enjoy the taste of pasta dishes, calzones, wraps, subs, nachos, super nachos, tacos, salads, chicken wings, and more. You can dine in or carry out. Call 218-784-3700. Remember to join their text club and like on Facebook for additional specials. They're open daily at West Main Pizza in Ada.
New equipment, 5 model 2023 Gleaner Combines are on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Contact Chuck or Neil to get on the list of names for fall demo work. Call 218-784-2961 and get your farm on the list so Gleaner Combines demonstrations can take place during harvest on your farm. These are Class 7 and Class 8 Gleaner Combines. Now here at Ziegler Ag Equipment Ada. It's cleaner with Gleaner. Talk to Chuck or Neil for more details. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
Ada-Borup-West come to bat here in the bottom of the second, now trailing 2-0 to Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall. And the pitcher Baron Otten to lead it off. Looks at a pitch, low ball 1. Barron 3 for 13 of the season, no homers, 1 run batted in. He'll be followed by Cannon Anderson and Wyatt Larson. Fastball inside 2-0. Reed Clementson now with the lead. Here's a swing and a slow grounder to the right side, and nice work by Clementson coming off the mound. He'll field that himself for the first out. So 1 up and 1 down for the Cougars here in the bottom of the second. Brings up first baseman Cannon Anderson. 3 for 8 on the season. That's high ball 1. Cannon with a double on the season, no home runs, 4 runs batted in. Designated hitter Wyatt Larson on deck for Ada-Borup-West. 1-0, fastball high, 2-0. High 3-0. Titans outfield shallow in left and center. And that's in for a strike, 3-1. Clementson, the senior right-hander. 3-1 to Anderson, swing and a miss. Count goes full 3-2 as Anderson chased something on the outside part of the plate. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout by Clementson. That's 2 up and 2 down for Ada-Borup-West in the bottom of the second. Brings up designated hitter Wyatt Larson. 3 for 9 on the season, no homers, 1 run batted in. He has a double on the year. Just missed low and away, ball one. Swing and a miss. And the count on Larson now 1-1. And that's in for a strike, 1-2. Righty to righty as Clementson deals. That got away high, 2-2. Second baseman Casper Kritzberger on deck for the Cougars. Trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Cougars home opener. Swung on, hit in the gap. To right. That'll be cut off before it gets to the wall. And Larson is on second with a 2-out double. His second double of the year. And you know how sometimes aluminum bats can exaggerate the sound of a ball? That still sounded pretty good. Now Casper Kritzberger stands in, the second baseman. First pitch inside, ball one. Casper 0 for 2 on the season. No homers or runs batted in. Lefty against righty. Swung on. That'll go into left field for a base hit. As Bentley was playing shallow, no chance for Larson to even think about trying to score on that, even with 2 out. So the Cougars now runners at the corners with 2 away. The tying runs on base for catcher Lance Kritzberger. He is 1 for 8 on the year, no home runs, 2 runs batted in. Lance is a junior. If he gets a base hit like his brother did, that'll get the Cougars on the scoreboard. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Clementson working on the stretcher with runners at first and third. Fastball low, 1-1. Lance, the number 9 batter in the Cougar batting order. Shortstop Brennan Fetting on deck. Fastball, that caught the outside corner at the knees, 1-2. Wyatt Larson on third, Casper Kritzberger at first with 2 down. Cougars down 2-0. Infield in just a little bit from the Titans defense. Runner at first goes, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the bottom of the second. Cougars threaten, but with 2 outs and don't score. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. The Cougars have stranded 3 on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard after 2 innings. Titans 2, Cougars nothing. We'll be back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
The Ada-Borup-West School is committed to excellence. The Ada-Borup-West School continually looks to offer expanded educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students of various ages for career opportunities. You can learn more of these educational opportunities for your children when you contact the Ada-Borup-West School at 218-784-5300 or visit the school website, ada.k12.mn.us. You're invited and encouraged to be involved at Ada-Borup-West Schools for Education, Fine Arts, and Athletics.
From the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth, visit with Laura Tweeten in Ada or Euland to plan for retirement and for college saving plans and more. After 2 innings, Norman County East, Euland hit it all. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. Ada-Borup-West, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. I'm Joe Lancello, and the Titans will have their 2, 3, 4 hitters coming up here in the top of the 3rd inning. First baseman Aiden Flayton, pitcher Reed Clementson, and right fielder Riker Ellingworth. Titans getting both of their runs in the 2nd inning. And the first pitch to Flayton is a fastball inside, ball 1. He struck out his first time up. Baron Auden has allowed just 1 hit. He's walked 2 and struck out 2. Swung and a foul out of here. Count evens 1-1. Auden looks in, the 1-1. And on the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. The Titans had loaded the bases with nobody out. Cade Bentley hit a grounder to short. The throw to second for a force was not in time. 1 run came in to score, and the count now 2-2. And while the dust was settling at second base, a second run came around from second to score to make it 2-0. That's where we are right now. Swing and a ball hit into short right field, and that will come in for a base hit. And Flayton is on with a leadoff single. I beg your pardon, that's the 3rd hit now for Euland, Norman County East. Euland hit it all because Jacobson, the last batter in the last inning, credited with a single, but the ball hit a base runner, and that was the final out of the inning. Throw to first as Flayton is back in safely. Brings up the pitcher, Reed Clementson, who fly to center. A nice running catch coming in by Cameron Spaeth. Another throw to first. Flayton back in safely with a messier uniform shirt than he had before. Auden deals. Low ball 1. Cougars outfield shaded a little bit toward left for the right-handed hitter. Swinging a ball hit in the right field. Came very quickly to McCraven in right field. He threw to first to try to double off the runner, but Flayton is back in safely. 1 down on the top of the 3rd. For Norman County East, Euland hit it all. Brings up Riker Ellingworth, the right fielder who walked and scored in the 2nd inning. Another throw to first. Flayton back in safely, but he's living dangerously with the leads he's taking. Auden out of the stretch. Fastball, low ball 1. One down, top of the 3rd. Flayton, the runner at first for Norman County East. Euland hit it all. 1-0 to Ellingworth. Fastball inside, 2-0. Cougars wouldn't mind a double play ball here. There's a ball hitting the left field for a base hit. Quickly recovered by Sip. Second hit of the inning. And that's now 4 hits for Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdal. And the Titans runner at first and second with 1 out. And third baseman Ian Jacobson stands in. He singled and scored in the second inning. Hutton's pitch inside ball 1. Titans looking to improve to 4-1 on the season. They're up 2-0. Low 2-0. Auden gets the sign. Deals a strike, 2-1. Flayton at second, Ellingworth at first. Titans threatening to add to a 2-0 lead here, top 3. Swung on, that comes into center field for a base hit, and the bases will be loaded. Flayton thought about it, but coming in from third, but thought better of it. Third hit of the inning, and that's now 5 of the day for Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdal. Bases loaded, 1 out for center fielder Zach Juarez, who walked in the second inning. And Juarez looks at strike 1. Flayton at third, Ellingworth at second, Ian Jacobson at first. Anderson at first, up on the edge of the grass. Nice block by Lance Kritzberger. The ball didn't get too terribly far away. No chance for Flayton or anybody else to try to advance. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curve swung on, fouled, 1-2. You could tell Auden took a little bit off that pitch. Bases loaded, 1 out. And this one gets away from the catcher, and a run will score, and everybody else will move up 90 feet. Wild pitch brings in a run and makes it 3-0 in favor of the Titans. Flayton scores from third. Ellingworth goes to third, and Ian Jacobson to second. And it's a 2-2 count on Juarez. Now the Cougars bring the infield all the way in. Swinging a liner over shortstop for a base hit. Here's a throw home. 1 run is in, and that's all there will be. Runners at the corners. Still just 1 out. And for the second straight inning, Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdal has scored a pair of runs. Ellingworth coming in to score. Ian Jacobson moving to third. Juarez at first with his 5th run batted in of the season. Now Cade Bentley, the left fielder, swung on, and that goes into left field for a base hit. And it's 5-0. Cade Bentley with his 3rd RBI of the day, as he had the fielder's choice where 2 runs scored last inning. Swing of the first pitch, a chopper to the mound. Auden Fields throws for out number 2. And the runners move up to second and third. Brings up Soren Bakke, the catcher, who popped to first his first time up. Here's a swing and a pop out of here, strike 1. $5-0 Norman County East, Ulen hit it all. 5 hits this inning and 7 of the game for the Titans. Fastball high, 1-1. Bakke, the 8th Titan to bat this inning. Shortstop Drew Jacobson on deck would like to complete the set. Popped in the air in the left field. Sip goes back and makes the grab to retire the side. But in the third, Norman County East Ulen hit it all, scored 3 times on 5 base hits. No errors. There was a wild pitch and 2 runners left. The Titans have stranded 4. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard after 2.5, it's Norman County East Ulen hit it all 5, Ada-Borup-West 0. We'll be back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Joe Lancello with you from Tony Sipe Field in Ada. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Cougars with their work cut out for them as they trail now 5-0. Norman County East Ulen hit it all. Got 2 in the second inning and 3 in the third. Cougars with the top of their batting order coming up. Shortstop Brennan Fetting, center fielder Cameron Spaeth, and right fielder Austin McCraven. Right-hander Reed Clementson has looked pretty good in his first 2 innings of work. He's allowed 2 hits, walked 1 and struck out 1. And he'll face shortstop Brennan Fetting, who grounded to short his first time up. Fastball, high ball 1. Right-hander against right-hander. That's in for a strike, 1-1. Ian Jacobson at third, a step behind the edge of the grass. That's in for a strike, 1-2. Clemenson's 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Clementson. One up and one down for the Cougars in the bottom of the third. Brings up center fielder Cameron Spaeth, who grounded to short his first time at bat. 5-0 Norman County East Hewlin hit it all. In for a strike of the knees, 0-1. Cougars lost their first 2 games of the season. They've won their last 2 and are looking to get above 500 today. Fastball inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss by Spaeth, 1-2. Cougars had a mini threat in the second with 2 out. There was a double and a single to put runners at the corners. And we got a swing and a foul. The count holds at 1-2. But Lance Kritzberger was retired to end the inning back in the second. Reaching out for that one, fouls it away. Count still 1-2. Austin McCraven, the right fielder, on deck for Ada-Borup-West. Here's the 1-2. Floats high, 2-2. Clementson deals. Fastball low, 3-2. Clementson has walked just one. That was McCraven back in the first inning. Payoff pitch. Golfed out of here. Oh, that just missed a vehicle from the Sheriff's Department. Some of Norman County's finest here checking out the game. 3-2 pitch, just missed outside, ball 4. Second walk allowed by Clementson. This brings up right fielder Austin McCraven, who has received the other base on balls from Clementson. He walked in the first inning. Spaeth with a leadoff first. Righty to lefty as McCraven stands in and looks at strike 1. Throw to first. And Spaeth dives back in safely. Flayton holding with the runner at first. 0-1 pitch, fastball has McCraven backing away, 1-1. Throw to first. Oh, that was close. Clemenson's got a nice move. He may get 1 or 2 runners at first base by the time the season is over. Runner goes, throw to second, in on a bounce, but not in time. So Spaeth with a stolen base as the Cougars get a runner in scoring position. And I did not see what the last pitch was. Swung on, fouled out of here. Count is 1-2. On Austin McCraven with third baseman Ames Frasino on deck for Ada-Borup-West. Swung on, slashed to the left side. Caught by the third baseman, Ian Jacobson, for out number 2. As Spaeth holds at second, this brings up Ames Facino, the third baseman, who has popped to short his first time up. Spaeth with a good lead at second. Fastball, high, ball one. Facino had a duck out of that one. Cougars down 5-0, bottom of the third. Swung on, popped out of here. Count evens 1-1. Pitcher Baron Otten on deck for the Cougars. 1-1 for Facino. Oh, that curve nice dropped in for a strike, 1-2. Clementson a look at second. And this one gets away from the catcher, and this will allow Spaeth to go to third. Spaeth at third on the wild pitch. It's now 2-2 on Facino. Swing and a foul. Ames stays in there, 2-2. Cougars trailing 5-0 here in the bottom of the third. They've got a runner at third with 2 out. Facino from the crouch. Chops it foul. Still 2-2. Clementson ready to go. Popped foul out of here. Still 2-2. That one low and away, 3-2. Nice play by Bakke, the catcher. Spaeth on third with 2 outs. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called in the outside corner. And that will end the threat in the third. That's 3 strikeouts now for Clementson. The Cougars in the third, no runs, no hits. There was a walk, no errors, 1 runner left. Ada-Borup-West is stranded 4. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall 5, Ada-Borup-West nothing. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Say thank you to the farmers you come into contact with every day. They have chosen a career that is as much their deep passion as it is an absolute necessity for you and I. Spring is upon us and there will be farm equipment on the roads. Give them your patience and room to do their jobs. Trust me, they would rather be off the road working in their field than dealing with traffic. From all of us here at RDK Enterprises, we say thank you and have a safe spring.
One size does not fit all. As a small business employer, you have many great benefit options. Hello, Angela here with the IRE Insurance Benefits Connect team. We know shopping for employee insurance benefits can be a confusing and intimidating task for employers. Not to mention one more thing on your plate. Let IRE Insurance Benefits Connect guide you through the process. We take a unique approach to providing benefits through education, communication, and a personal touch. To find out more, go to ireinsurance.com.
Joe Lancello with you from Tony Seip Field in Ada. We go to the top of the 4th inning. The leadoff hitter, Drew Jacobson, stands in for Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall. Curve in for a strike, 0-1. Jacobson is grounded to short, reached on a single. It was hit toward the shortstop, and the ball actually hit a runner going from second to third. Here's a swing and a liner over shortstop into left center field for a base hit. Spaeth cutting that ball off quickly. Jacobson now 2 for 3. That's 8 hits for Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall today. Three consecutive innings where the Titans have had the leadoff runner on. The last 2 times, or the first 2 times, that runner has scored. Now Aiden Flayton, the first baseman, stands in. Hit to short, throw to second, 1 relay, not quite in time. Flayton reaches on a fielder's choice. Jacobson retired at second, 6-4, fetting to Casper Kritzberger. So 1 down for the Titans in the top of the 4th. Flayton now the runner at first. This brings up Reed Clementson, the pitcher, who has fly to center and fly to right. Low ball 1. Here's a throw to first. Throw is a little bit low. Anderson with a nice grab to keep that one from getting away. Flayton, last time he was on base, was taking some pretty sizable leads. 1-0 pitch. This gets away from the catcher. And Flint will go to second on a wild pitch. That was a little bit low and tough to expect Lance Kritzberger to stop that one. And that was moving with some good velocity, too. (2-0) the count to Clementson. Hahn hits it to short. Spaeth, or the runner, has to retreat. The throw to first gets away from Anderson. And we'll have runners at first and third. Flayton a few feet off third, trying to tease the Cougar defense into making a bad throw. So we have runners at second and third with 1 out. That'll be a throwing error on the shortstop Fetting, because I think he would have just gotten Clementson at first with a good throw. Count now 1-1 on Riker Ellingworth, who has walked and scored, singled and scored. Runners at second and third with 1 out for the Titans, who's a fly to right field. Coming in is McCraven to make the catch. And a run scores to make it 6-0 in favor of Norman County East Hewlin Hitterdall. Ellingworth with his second RBI of the year as Flayton comes in to score and Clementson goes to third. The Titans with 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, and now 1 here in the fourth. 2 down for third baseman Ian Jacobson, and this one gets away. And we'll have another run score on a second wild pitch of the inning. (7-0) in favor of the Titans. Jacobson has singled twice and scored twice. One of two Jacobson boys in the Titans lineup. Swing and a foul, 1-1. Drew Jacobson is playing shortstop for the Titans, while Ian, the batter, now plays third. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Here's a swing and a pop foul to the right side in foul territory. And the catch made by the first baseman Anderson to retire the side. But Norman County East get two more in the top of the fourth. 2 runs on 1 hit. There was 1 error by the Cougars, and nobody left. Halfway through here at Tony Sipe Field on the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, it's Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal 7 and Ada-Borup-West nothing. We'll be back after these words on YourLiveEvent.com.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
The Benedictine Living Community in Ada is currently hiring for the following positions: Director of Nursing, full-time exempt position. CNA, full and part-time, need not be certified to apply, will train you. Resident Assistant, full-time assisted living position. An RN LPN charge nurse, full-time days and overnights. For more information, log on to blcada.org/jobs or call 218-784-5500. Consider a career with the Benedictine Living Community in Ada.
After 3.5 innings, we are halfway through the game. And this update is brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Locations in Foston, Clearbrook, Bagley, Mahnomen, Ada, and Fertile. Linfors, your insurance source. Norman County East, 2 runs in the second, 3 in the third, and 2 in the fourth, as they're up 7-0 over the Cougars. And Ada-Borup-West held to just 2 hits in the first 3 innings and a couple of walks. They've had a couple of runners reach third, but have not been able to get anything across. This update brought to you by Linfors, your insurance source. And the first pitch to Baron Auden is in for ball 1. Inside, now count evens 1-1. There is activity in the Cougar bullpen on the right field side. High 2-1. Count evens 2-2. I believe that's Brennan Fetting that's warming up to pitch. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Otten goes down on strikes. 4 strikeouts now for Reed Clementson. And back-to-back strikeouts for him. Brings up first baseman Kenan Anderson, who struck out his first time up. Fastball, high ball 1. There could be some musical chairs on the field in the top of the 5th for the Cougars. 1-0, high 2-0. Clementson still throwing with plenty of smoke. 2-0 pitch. Tight 3-0. Clementson with a shutout going. His earned run average 0. He's allowed 2 runs this year, but both were unearned. 3-0 pitch, inside ball 4. So Anderson on with a 1-out walk. That's the 3rd walk allowed by Clementson. He's also allowed 2 hits. And here's designated hitter Wyatt Larson, who had a double to right his first time up. That's belted in the right center field for a base hit. And the Cougars now with runners at the corners as Larson with his 2nd hit of the day. And Anderson making it all the way to 3rd. Three hits now for Ada-Borup-West, and Wyatt Larson, the DH, has 2 of them. Brings up second baseman Casper Kritzberger, who had a single to left his first time up. Again, the left fielder Bentley for the Titans, really shallow in left. Swung on, hit in the air, into short left field. It's caught by Bentley for the 2nd out. So Bentley positioned in the right place to make the catch for out number 2. Runners hold at 1st and 3rd, and Lance Kritzberger, the catcher, standing in. 0 for 1 today. And I forgot to write it down on my scorebook just what he did. Missing low ball 1. I remember the late Phil Rizzuto, who was a shortstop and then broadcaster for many years for the New York Yankees. A fellow broadcaster looked over at his scorebook for something, and he saw the letters WW in a box. 1-0 pitch, runner at first goes. They'll throw back to the mound, concede the stolen base at second. Wyatt Larson with a steal. Cannon Anderson does not advance. 2-0 to Lance Kritzberger. And the broadcaster asked Rizzuto what the WW stood for. The answer, wasn't watching. That curve in for a strike, 2-1. Phil was quite a character. Clemenson's 2-1. Well outside, 3-1. Nice grab by the catcher, Bakke. Anderson at 3rd. Larson on 2nd. And that's ball 4, and the bases are loaded. 4th walk allowed by Clementson, the 2nd this inning. Brings up the top of the Ada-Borup-West batting order, and shortstop Brennan Fetting, who has grounded to short and struck out. And we will have a courtesy runner for the catcher at first. 16 is David Przynski. You can have courtesy runners for the pitcher and catcher in high school baseball. So the bases are full of Cougars with 2 out here in the bottom of the 4th as they trail 7-0, looking to get back into this game. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Anderson at 3rd, Larson at 2nd, Przynski at 1st. Righty against righty as Clementson deals. Curve. He did not swing at it. And now the Cougars have run themselves into trouble. They'll throw to first for the out, and that retires the side. It was thought the runner was going to try to score from third, but Anderson, seeing the ball didn't get all that far, held up, but everybody else, Prudzinski at first and Larson at second, had really taken off, and the Cougars kind of ran themselves out of the inning. In the bottom of the fourth, no runs, one hit. There were 2 walks. And 2 runners left. The Cougars have stranded 6. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, after 4, it's still Norman County East, Ulen hit it all 7, Ada-Borup-West nothing. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Changes for the Cougars. Brennan Fetting has moved from shortstop to the mound. Ames Facino has moved from third base to shortstop. Caden Dahl is now in the game at third base. So there would have to be one more change someplace. And I can't see the numbers of the left fielder, or excuse me, the center fielder and the right fielder. So going to have to wait a little bit to see what happens there. We're in the top of the 5th. And Zach Juarez, the center fielder, now 0-2. He had a walk and a 2-run single, officially 1 for 1. 7-0 in favor of the Titans. That got away high, 1-2. Two and 2. For Fetting, this is his first time on the mound this season. Half swing did not go around, 3-2. Juarez to be followed by Cade Bentley and Will Jurek in the top of the 5th for the Titans. Hit in the air deep to left. Over Sipp's head and over the fence. That is the first home run of this season for the Titans. And their lead is now 8-0. And for Juarez, his 3rd RBI of the day. So the first hit Fetting gives up is a dinger over the left field fence. Wind was blowing out toward left. Now left fielder Cade Bentley. Swing and a foul, strike one. Bentley with 2 runs batted in on a fielder's choice in the second inning and an RBI single in the third. 1 for 2 for 3 ribs, with 3 ribs for Bentley. Fastball high 101. Bentley, a junior right-hand batter. Swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. 1-2. Boy, if you're Norman County East Julian hitter at all now, you're thinking maybe a 10-run rule win. That's into the air and to left center field, and that is going all the way to the fence. And Bentley is on second with a stand-up double. So back-to-back extra base hits for Norman County East Julian hitter at all. To start the fifth. Ten hits now for the Titans as second baseman Will Jurek looks at ball one. Jurek has been called out on strikes and grounded to the pitcher. Swing and a miss, 1-1. One pitch. Hit to left. That is a base hit. Bentley is rounding third and will score. And it's 9-0 in favor of the Titans. Still nobody out. Jurek with his second RBI of the year as Bentley comes around to score. So Fetting in his first appearance on the mound being greeted rudely with a homer, a double, and a double. Here's a pickoff throw to second that goes awry. And Jurek will be safe at third. That'll be an error on the pitcher Fetting on the pickoff throw that went awry. And Jurek now at third. Nobody out, and catcher Soren Baki stands in. He's popped to first and fly to left. Still nobody out. And for the Titans, they've got the potential go home run at third with nobody out. They would still have to get 3 outs in the bottom of the fifth to get the win of the 10-run rule. That's lined into left field for a base hit. And that makes it 10-0 in favor of the Titans. 4 straight hits to start the top of the fifth inning. Baki with his second RBI of the year, and that's a dozen hits in the day for the Titans. Brings up the top of the order in shortstop Drew Jacobson, who has grounded to short and singled twice. Here's a pop. Battling the wind and doing a nice job is the shortstop to make the catch, Facino, for the first out of the inning. Facino really had to fight the wind for that one. So a runner at first with 1 out. Aiden Flayton, the first baseman, stands in. He has struck out, singled, and scored, and reached in a fielder's choice and scored. Throw to first And Baki is back on. Swung on, golfed into center field. Spaeth will make the catch for out number 2. Spaeth is still in center field. I'm not sure who is in right field. Got just a bad angle with the bars and the backstop in the way. Here's a swing and a foul by Reed Clementson. That's out of here for strike 1. Clementson is fly to center, fly to right. Reached down an error by the shortstop, at that time Fetting, and scored. 10-0, swing and a number to short. The only play will be to first, and not in time. And still hustling and running. Was Baki. Now we've got runners at second and third. That'll be a single for Clementson. And an error in the field makes it runners at second and third with 2 out. Riker Ellingworth, the right fielder, stands in. He has walked and scored, singled and scored, hit a sacrifice fly his last time up. Officially 1 for 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Braden Fetting's first inning of the season has been a rough one. 10-0 Titans. Low 1-1. Norman County East Hewlin hit it all. 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 3 here in the top of the fifth. The 2-1. Off speed, in for a strike, 2-2. Nice pitch. Ellingworth, the 8th Titan to bat this inning. Just missed high, 3-2. Baki on third, Clementson on second. Payoff pitch. Low, and it gets away from the catcher. Here comes Baki to score, and it's 11-0. Baki scores on the wild pitch. Clementson to third. Ellingworth with a base on balls. He does not get a run batted in for that. Now Ian Jacobson, the third baseman, stands in. Swing, a grounder to short. Bobbled, and everybody's safe. And another run scores. $12-0 in favor of the Titans. Error on Facino allows Clementson to score, and Ellingworth goes to second. 5 runs here in the top of the fifth for the Titans, and a 12-0 lead. Big swing and a miss by Juarez, who started this inning with a home run to right. Two for 2 with 2 runs batted in. 0-2. Or check that, 1-2 now. Juarez, the 10th Titan to bat this inning. Low 2-2. Ellingworth on second, Ian Jacobson on first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. Fetting's first strikeout. But Norman County East Hewlin hit it all, score 5. On 5 hits, there were 2 Titan errors and 2 runners left. The Titans have stranded 6. On the Lakes Community Co-op scoreboard, after 4.5, it's Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal 12, Ada-Borup-West nothing. Back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Joe Lancillo with you from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent broadcast booth here at Tony Sipe Field. Visit with Laura Tweeten in Ada or Ulen to plan for retirement and for college savings plans and more. And the first pitch to Cougars pitcher Brennan Fetting is ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Fetting has grounded to short and struck out. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal 3 outs away from a victory through the 10-run rule. An excuse me swing popped up, and that'll be caught by Reed Clementson, the pitcher, for strike 1. Now Cameron Spaeth, the center fielder, stands in. He has grounded to third and walked. Spaeth batting out of a crouch, looks at one low and away, ball 1. Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal will be on the road again Thursday at Ferto Beltrami. High 2-0. Ada-Borup-West will be at home on Thursday. They will be taking on the Northern Freeze, as it's 3-0 now to Spaeth. That's a 2 o'clock first pitch here, and we'll have it for you on the radio on KRJB-FM pregame about 1:45. In for a strike, 3-1. High ball 4. Fifth walk allowed by Clementson. Second time Spaeth has walked today. The Cougars with a base runner. Austin McCraven, the right fielder, will stand in. He has walked in line to third. Cougars want to get on the board here. Fastball low, 1-0. Reed Clementson has gone the distance. He's allowed 3 hits. He's walked 5, struck out 4. High 2-0. Here's a snap throw to first. And Spaeth back standing. Good work by Soren Baki, the catcher. (2-0) pitch. Got the outside corner, 2-1. Working quickly. Low, 3-1, a nice block by Baki. Clemenson doesn't have to worry about any kind of a pitch clock if there were one in high school baseball, because he works pretty quickly. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. The runner was going to second, and there's a throw to second, but it doesn't matter because it's a walk. No stolen base for Spaeth. So back-to-back walks by Clemenson here with one out in the bottom of the 5th. He's now walked 6 today. Ames Facino, the shortstop, standing in. He has popped to short and struck out. Fastball high, 1-0. Combination of dealing with a long inning. Swing and a slow chopper fielded at third by Ian Jacobson. His throw to first, not in time, and the bases are loaded. Slowly hit ball by Facino. 4th hit by the Cougars. Loads the bases. Spaeth at third, McCraven at second, and Facino at first. And now Caden Dahl, the third baseman, stands in. He came in last inning to replace Baronauden, the starting pitcher, who went 0 for 2 at the plate. 1-0 pitch, fastball outside, 2-0. Cougars try to extend this game down 12-0. If they can score 3 or more, we'll go to another inning. In for a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 1 out, bases full of Cougars. High, 3-2. And there's no place to put Dahl. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the second out. And the bases are still loaded. Brings up first baseman Cannon Anderson. And now Coach Mark Himberger comes to the mound. And we may have a pitching change based on the pitch count. And this break brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada on Highway 9. They've got the fastest pumps in town. They've also got a great pet wash and a great car wash. Now, if there's no rain in the forecast for a couple of days, we can get our cars washed. And some of them, like mine, need it. Freedom Fuel in Ada. Just a strategy talk as Clemenson stays in to pitch to Anderson. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Spaeth at third, McCraven at second, Facino at first. Cougars down to their last out, trailing 12-0. Curve missing high, 1-1. Sun shining at Tony Sype Field, but not on the Cougars. Fastball high, 2-1. Wyatt Larson, the DH on deck, would love to get a chance at bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Cougars now down to their last strike. Two-two pitch. Just missed outside, 3-2. The runners will be moving. Spaeth from third, McCraven from second, Facino from first. Swing and a foul, so everybody goes back and we'll do it again. Anderson has struck out and walked, officially 0 for 1 today. Runners go. High ball 4 and a run scores. So the Cougars get on the board. A bases loaded walk for Anderson, his 4th RBI of the year. Spaeth comes in to score from third. McCraven moves to third. Facino to second. Anderson now at first. And we will have a pitching change. As Drew Jacobson will move from shortstop to the mound. This timeout brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. They've got the pet wash, they've got the car wash, not to mention the fastest pumps in town. Freedom Fuel in Ada on Highway 9. Once again from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth, visit with Laura Tweeten in Ayton or Ulen to plan for retirement and for college savings plans and more. Clemenson has walked 3 this inning. And 7 for the day. And Drew Jacobson comes on to try to close things out with the bases loaded and 2 out. For Jacobson, this will be his 3rd game of the year. He's made 1 start. He's 0-1 for the season. In 6 innings, he's given up 7 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, walked 3, and struck out 8. And he's also hit 2 batters. Wyatt Larson looks at a fastball low and inside ball 1. Larson has a double and a single. 2 for 2. Bases full of Cougars. Swing and a miss, 1-1. If the Cougars can score twice, they'll push this game to the 6th inning. The 1-1. Missed low and away, 2-1. Swung on, hit up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. Here's a run. The base is still loaded. And it's now 12-2. Wyatt Larson 3 for 3 today with his 2nd RBI of the year. Bases are still loaded as McCraven scored. Facino to 3rd. Anderson now to 2nd. And Casper Kritzberger looks at ball 1. Casper has singled and flied to left. It's a 10-run lead. And if the Cougars can push 1 more run across here in the bottom of the 5th, we'll go to the 6th inning. And time called. Five hits today now for Ada-Borup-West, and Wyatt Larson 3 of them. In for a strike, 1-2. Cougars again down to their last strike. One-two pitch. Strike 3 called, and this one's over. First strikeout for Jacobson, and that will end the game on the 10-run roll. Ada-Borup-West in the 5th. They get 2 runs on 2 hits. There were also 3 walks. No errors, and they left the bases loaded. The Cougars have stranded 9. The final score, Norman County East 12, Ada-Borup-West 2. We'll be back with our post-game coverage after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Linforce Insurance Agency in your viewing area if auto owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Enjoy a daytime lunch, evening supper, or weekend meal at West Main Pizza in Ada. They're more than just pizza. You'll also enjoy the taste of pasta dishes, calzones, wraps, subs, nachos, super nachos, tacos, salads, chicken wings, and more. You can dine in or carry out. Call 218-784-3700. Remember to join their text club and like on Facebook for additional specials. They're open daily at West Main Pizza in Ada.
Joe Lancello back at Tony Sipe Field in Ada. It's Norman County East. Hewlin hit it all with a 12-2 victory over Ada-Borup-West. And our post-game show brought to you by Home Crown Realty. You can find them at homecrownrealty.com. Eric Smart and Brandon Dahl are licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota, buying and selling real estate. Home Crown Realty at homecrownrealty.com. Time now for a game summary brought to you by Benedictine Care Community and Mission Court, together a trusted name in senior living. After a scoreless first inning, Norman County East Julian Hitterdall got a pair of runs in the second inning with a walk, a single, and a walk to load the bases. Then Cade Bentley, the left fielder, hit a ground ball to short. It was an attempt at a fielder's choice to get the runner at second. The Cougars were going to concede Riker Ellingworth scoring from third, but the runner coming into second was safe, and while the dust was settling around second, Ian Jacobson with some good hustle to come around and score from second base to make it a 2-0 lead. Then in the third inning, the Titans would get a single, a fly out, then another single to put runners at first and second, another single to load the bases, and then Zach Juarez, one run would score on a wild pitch. Zach Juarez with an RBI single to bring in another run, and then Bentley with another RBI single, and it was 5-0 in favor of the Titans. Norman County East, Julian Hitterdall would get 2 more in the 4th inning. A runner at first on a fielder's choice would go to second on a wild pitch. And then Reed Clementson, the pitcher, hit a ground ball. There was a throwing error by the shortstop, Fetting. That allowed a run to score, and Clementson wound up at second. He would later advance to third and score on a... Okay, I got something wound up here. He would go to third on a wild pitch and then score on a sacrifice fly by Ellingworth to make it 7-0. And the Titans broke it open in the 5th with 5 runs. Juarez led off with a home run, the first home run of the season for him and for the Titans as a team. Then there would be back-to-back doubles to bring in another run. An RBI single by Bakke. Then finally there were 2 out. There would be an infield single. A wild pitch would bring in another run. And another run would score on an error by Facino, who had come into play shortstop in the 5th inning. And that 5 for Norman County East, Julian Hitterdall, did the trick. Ada-Borup-West would score a couple of runs in the 5th, taking advantage of 2 walks, an infield single, a walk to Kenan Anderson to force in a run, and a single by Wyatt Larson to bring in a run. So that made the final score 12-2, the game ending on the 10-run rule. And joining me now is Mark Himberger, the coach of the Norman County East Julian Hitterdall Titans. And I'm not sure what I was more impressed by today, the pitching of Reed Clementson or the hitting of your team.
Yeah, that I tell you, when you come here, we don't really expect that kind of game. It's always tight, close, back and forth. Just joking with the guys here about, Mike Erickson used to coach with me at Norman County East, and we have typically been back and forth, split a game here, split a game there, so we always have really close, good games, and for us to come out and hit like that was something special for us. I mean, we haven't hit the ball that well this season yet. Reed, like you said, had a great game, pitched well. He wanted to finish pretty bad, and I felt, I don't know if I should have kept in that long or not, but we have games all week, so it's nice to be able to save some pitchers and do that if we can. So, yeah, he did a great job for us and just came out with a lot of fire, and he did what we asked him to do. And he wanted to finish, but Drew got the save, so they're chatting back and forth about that, and it's fun to hear that. It's fun to hear them loving baseball, knowing situations, know what we need out of guys, and they come through, and that makes it a fun time.
I've got to say, maybe the thing that started the scoring for you was a good bit of hustle on the ground ball hit by Cade Bentley, where Ellingworth came in to score, but while the dust was kind of settling at second base when Ada-Borup-West tried to throw out the runner there, Ian Jacobson kept running from second and scored.
Yeah, we've done that a few times. I always tell our guys, we don't hit the best of any team in the world. Today we did, but if we can get guys on base, we are very, very dangerous. Same thing when Soren almost got picked off at third. He ran back, and when that happened, we had a guy go to second. The next play, Soren scores. That kind of thing where you put some pressure on other teams' defenses is key for us because we have really, really good team speed. And when we can get guys on base and do that kind of thing in a high school situation, you're going to see where that's going to create runs for us.
And you had your first home run as a team this season, Zach Juarez taking it over the left field wall.
Yes, I guarantee he's more surprised than any one of us. That was awesome. He had the biggest grin on his face going around those bases. It was so fun to see. But yeah, he just connected with that thing. And we have a new indoor cage this year, and we've been hitting because that's all we could do because we're inside for a month and a half there. So we've been using that cage. We had a new pitching machine, and it's definitely, hopefully, going to help us throughout the season. But you could tell in this game, it definitely helped with us. We were in double digits for hits. I'm not sure what we had for sure. But that's makes it really fun for us.
13 hits in all is what you had, and everybody in the lineup got at least one hit. We mentioned Reed Clementson, 6 2/3 innings for the win. He walked 7 and struck out 5, but he only allowed 4 hits, and the only 2 runs came in that 5th inning. Was he getting kind of tired there?
That's exactly right. We debated about getting him out before that, and we could tell he wanted to get the complete game, and we were going to give him that shot to do it. And that's something as a coach, sometimes you just have to say, all right, get this done for us, bud, and it gives him some confidence. I know he didn't exactly do what he wanted to do at the end there, but it's still, the guys saw that and saw how bad he wanted to do that and how much he wanted to win this game, and that bleeds into their attitudes too, and that's exactly what we need, is just guys like that have the fire, have the intensity, have the drive to just get those wins when we need them. So, and he's got a lot of pop in that arm too. Oh yeah, yep. He's thrown every year since he started throwing. He's been throwing harder and harder. He was probably our number 2 or 3 guy last year, and Connor Nelson went off to Valley City State, and so now Reed Clementson and Drew Jacobs are kind of fighting for that 1-2 spot. It's really a nice situation to have because they both can throw hard and they can both find the strike zone. If we have that happen this year, we're gonna have a really good season on our hands. So, all right, and then you go to Fertile Beltrami on Thursday, and that's a team that the Cougars had beaten last week. Yep, exactly. We go to Fertile, Tony Grieve. Always fun to go there and play. That's the situation too, where Reed went long enough now tonight, because we had planned on having Drew come in and finish the game, maybe 2 or 3 innings. He didn't have to do that. He had to pitch, I don't know, was it 8, 9, 10 pitches, so he can actually start the game on Thursday for us, which helps us a lot. We have other starters, but those guys haven't got a lot of starts in their careers. So to have a guy that's a veteran get a start, and maybe we get a lead on him, and then we can have some of the younger guys go in, that helps us a lot. So they just put us in a really good situation here, the way things turned out. Save the pitches. That's what you want to do. Mark Hamburger, congratulations on the win. Titans go to 4-1 on the season, and best of luck on Thursday. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Mark Hamburger, coach of the Norman County East Julian Hitterdall Titans, 12-2 winners today over Ada-Borup-West. And while I was talking about it a little bit earlier, I should probably get to it right now. Is our high performance play brought to you by Performance Egg in Borup. That would be the 2-run scoring on the fielder's choice by Cade Bentley. Performance Egg in Borup. You want high performance on your farm? Visit with the guys at Performance Egg. Dry and liquid fertilizer, seed for your farm, sugar beet, corn, soybean, alfalfa, sunflowers, agronomy, and application services available. Thank you for your business from your locally owned agronomy center, Performance Egg, west of Borup. Wait a second here. Okay. Got to make sure the buttons push when I want them to. It was Norman County East Julian Hitterdall over Ada-Borup-West by a final score of 12-2. Hopefully we can get a word with Mike Erickson, the coach of Ada-Borup-West, and we'll go through our other post-game awards after these messages on YourLiveEvent.com.
New equipment, 5 model 2023 Gleaner Combines are on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Contact Chuck or Neil to get on the list of names for fall demo work. Call 218-784-2961 and get your farm on the list so Gleaner Combines demonstrations can take place during harvest on your farm. These are Class 7 and Class 8 Gleaner Combines. Now here at Ziegler Ag Equipment Ada. It's cleaner with Gleaner. Talk to Chuck or Neil for more details. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
The Ada-Borup-West School is committed to excellence. The Ada-Borup-West School continually looks to offer expanded educational opportunities and experiences to teach and prepare students of various ages for career opportunities. You can learn more of these educational opportunities for your children when you contact the Ada-Borup-West School at 218-784-5300 or visit the school website, ada.k12.mn.us. You're invited and encouraged to be involved at Ada-Borup-West Schools for education, fine arts, and athletics.
Back at Tony Sipe Field in Ada, Joe Lancella with you as Norman County East Hewlin-Hitterdal has beaten Ada-Borup-West 12-2 in the Cougar baseball team's home opener for the season. On our Home Crown Realty post-game show. And time now for the stars of the game. Brought to you by Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of Minnesota and American Federal Bank of Ada. Stars of the game, well, would have to start from the Norman County East Hewlin-Hitterdal side, with Reed Clementson, the starting pitcher, went 6 2/3, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 7 walks and 5 strikeouts. He's now 2-0 on the season. Also in the star of the game category, Zach Juarez going 2 for 3 with a walk. A run scored, 2 runs batted in, including his first home run of the season. And from Ada-Borup-West, Wyatt Larson going 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles and driving in 1 of the 2 Cougar runs in that 5th inning. So those are our stars of the game, brought to you by Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of Minnesota and American Federal Bank of Ada. Now our sub of the game, brought to you by Subway in Ada. There were not too many substitutes in this game. So I'll go with Drew Jacobson of Norman County East Hewlin-Hitterdal. He came in as a relief pitcher to finish the game out for Norman County East Hewlin-Hitterdal. Faced 2 batters, gave up a run-scoring single, and also had a strikeout to end the game. So Drew Jacobson, our sub of the game, brought to you by Subway in Ada. And let me see if I can find where the sponsor is for our next. Here we go. Our energy player of the game, brought to you by Enbridge and Word. Tomorrow is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Tomorrowison.com. Enbridge. Life takes energy. And our energy player of the game, that'll go to Ian Jacobson, the third baseman, who hustled on a fielder's choice grounder to score from second base. That gave the Titans a 2-0 lead in the second inning, and it was that hustle that helped propel the Titans to that 12-2 victory that they had today. So Ian Jacobson of Norman County East Hewlin-Hitterdal is our energy player of the game. And now our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, brought to you by RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton. Always revisit the performance of your planters. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. And Wyatt Larson of Ada-Borup-West with precision, 3 base hits, a double and 2 singles, and driving in a run. He had 3 of the Cougars' 5 hits. So our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, Wyatt Larson of Ada-Borup-West. And now we'll look at our stats also. Brought to you by Christian Brothers Motors of Fertile. Check them out online at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. Norman County East Julian hit it all. Everybody in the lineup had at least 1 hit. Drew Jacobson 2 for 4. Aiden Flatton 1 for 4 with 2 scored. Reed Clementson likewise 1 for 4 with 2 scored. Riker Ellingsworth 1 for 1 with 2 scored and 1 batted in. He had a single. He walked twice and also had a sacrifice fly. Ian Jacobson 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Zach Juarez 2 for 3 with a walk. His first home run of the year and 2 runs batted in. Cade Bentley 2 for 3, a run scored and 3 runs batted in. Will Jurek 1 for 3, a run scored and 1 batted in. And Soren Baki 1 for 3 with a run scored and 1 run batted in. For Ada-Borup-West, Wyatt Larson 3 for 3 with a run scored. Kenan Anderson 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run batted in. Casper Kritzberger 1 for 3. Lance Kritzberger 0 for 1. Ames Facino 1 for 3. Austin McCraven 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. Cameron Spaeth 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a run scored. So that's the hitting stats. Pitching-wise, the winning pitcher for the Titans, Reed Clementson, he is 2-0 on the year. 6 2/3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, 7 walks, 5 strikeouts. And Drew Jacobson getting the final out. He gave up a hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. For Ada-Borup-West, Baron Otten took the loss. He's 0-1 on the year. In 4 innings, he gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, walked 2, struck out 2. And Brennan Fetting pitched the last inning, the 5th. He gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Norman County East Julian hit it all. Now go to 4-1 on the season, and Ada-Borup-West at 2-3. And the final totals today: Norman County East 12 runs, 13 hits, no errors, 6 runners left. Ada-Borup-West 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, and 9 runners left. Norman County East Julian hit it all. Go to 4-1 on the season. They'll play at Fruto Beltrami on Thursday. Ada-Borup-West back at home Thursday against the Northern Freeze. That will be a 2 o'clock start here from Tony Sipe Field. And we'll be on the air about 1:45, and that will be on KRJB-FM, 106.5 FM, on Thursday afternoon, and we invite you to join us for that. Thanks very much to Brianne Myers for running the camera today. Thanks to our sponsors. And we hope that you will thank our sponsors as well with your patronage, or just stopping in to say that you appreciate their coverage or helping cover high school baseball on yourliveevent.com. Thanks to you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. And maybe could have been some better news for the Cougars, but we'll play another day. I'm Joe Lancello. The final once again here in 5 innings. Norman County East Julian hit it all 12, and Ada-Borup-West 2. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we'll talk to you on Thursday. Good night, everyone.